I've made a vow, I'll keep it true, I'll never married be. For the only one that I think on will never think of me. It needs work. I'm going to be reading a poem at a literacy benefit in Regina. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, but I know that there's going to be an open mic time near the beginning where anybody can do a dramatic reading of a poem or a scene from a book that they really like. Miss Stacy knows a famous poet, and at the end of the benefit, she's going to be reading poetry from a book she's releasing soon, and I'm so excited! I've never seen a real poet before. I mean, I heard all the poets at the Poetry Slam, and they were amazing, but Miss Stacy's friend is published! Miss Stacy said she would borrow a van and take anyone from the Writers class who wants to go, so most of us are going to try to make it, and Diana might even meet us there. The event is free as long as you supply at least one book for the book drive they're having. Diana and I had decided to sort through our shelves and try to sacrifice as many books as possible that we can bear to part with because we are big believers in literacy, obviously. Anyways, ever since I went to that Poetry Slam with Diana, I've been dying to recite this poem somewhere. It's called A Maiden's Vow, and it's the most perfectly romantic, tragic thing. Also, the author of the poem is named Carolina Oliphant, which is possibly the most fabulous name I've ever heard in my entire life. Besides Cordelia, of course. The poem is about a girl who vows that she's never going to marry anyone because she's in love with someone who doesn't love her. And she talks about how she always thinks about him even though she knows that he never thinks about her. It breaks my heart a little bit. Because she cares about him so much and he doesn't care about her at all, and I need a moment. I guess I just get so caught up in stories about love and longing, about people wanting things so much because I want things. A lot. But it's never about wanting a specific boy, if that makes sense. It's just this feeling of how big the world is and how many things there are to experience. Like when you go outside and you look up at the stars and you can literally feel how vast everything is and how small you are, but you still feel alive and maybe even a bit significant. Or the way you can feel something swelling in your chest when someone's playing a piece of music on the piano and you don't know why you want to cry, but you do because it's so beautiful and lovely and it makes you want everything in the world. I'm not sure how I'm going to capture that when I'm reciting The Maiden's Vow, but it's the feeling that I'm going for. Someday, hopefully, I'll be able to use my own words to convey that feeling. I'll be able to write enchanting things that will inspire daydreamers. I need to share my thoughts and feelings with the world, you know? That's why I love having this video blog. Creating things is, in my opinion, one of the most magnificent things a human being can do in this world. I love it. And no matter where I go in my life or what I do in my future and where it takes me, I'm always going to be making things. And I'm going to try to make things that are amazing and interesting and exciting. And I hope people will continue to like the things I create. Thanks.